Oh, what's up, guys? It's that time again for the original OG recipe. Not a KFC recipe, but the OG recipe. The California love.
In a world where geeking out never looked so good, two incredibly sexy men will rise for your auditory pleasure. Here's your hosts, Juancho and ViBE. Keeping up with the Geek Bros.
Thank you for tuning in for another original recipe episode. I think we're gonna make this a I don't know, a routine or ritualistic or what's the word I want to use? I'm too tired. What's the word?
Randomly.
Not a yeah, it'll be a sporadic thing. As
Yes.
the original duo, Juancho and ViBE, get together randomly to give you an original recipe episode. Today we're flushing the format or throwing out the format because Juancho hates comics. So
Just DC Comics.
just DC Comics. All right. Well, thank you for tuning in to Keeping the Geek Bros original recipe episode number 2. Why not?
Yeah.
I'm ViBE.
This is Juancho.
Juancho, since we're flushing the format, give the audience a brief idea of what we're talking about today, if anything at
Yes,
all.
so we're gonna be talking about the camping trip that I went through. Well, I went only one day. I went for like 50 million days, and
Allegedly.
he came back with very sad stories of
What?
how animals were able to get into his tent and violate him at nights. We'll get
I
into
wasn't a
those.
sad story. It was really kind of hot. I'm just being real. Like,
uh,
sexy as
we're talking about the new Godzilla versus Kong movie trailer review thingy. I also want to talk about the White Tiger. I don't know if you've seen the movie on Netflix, White Tiger.
No.
It's actually I recommend you watching. It's pretty interesting. I want to touch a little bit about that. A little bit anime that I've been watching, and talking about not the anime in general, but the censoring anime. I had no idea that there was such thing as uncensored anime, which is equivalent to hentai, but not really. But we'll talk about it. I want to hear what Vibe has to say about this.
I like
This
that. All
and
right.
anything, everything that comes to mind. I don't know, bro. We just
It's
wait
gonna be
here,
it's gonna be a
bro. Wait here.
random 45 minutes. Stay tuned for the shenanigans.
Exactly. All right. So let's start with the camping trip. All right,
Allegedly.
tell me the camping trip. How did you
Okay.
have fun? Did
All
you
right.
have
Well,
did
let's
you
let's.
enjoy yourself being a primitive camping? Because
It was non primitive. It was closer to primitive than I've ever done, but not primitive
everybody
at
was
all.
pissing outside the tent. Literally, that's as most primitive as they can get.
Yeah, it's true. That is very true. No. There
So,
was. I mean,
your car got whizzed on left and right.
let's break it down. So Darflex, that guy that often appears in the other podcast or the original or the normal. How do I want to say this? You see, that's weird now. See, now I'm confused. Two
The
different
pod.
versions. Anyway, with the standard podcast, Darflex, he I don't know. I would like to think I inspired this because the last time we went camping, it was semi primitive on a random island off of Miami Beach.
Where you
And
guys got stuck.
huh?
You guys got stuck. I didn't go to that one, but
We
you
got
got
you did. Yeah, we got abandoned by
your
our
your boat.
our boat guy, our friend slash boat guy. I don't know how it turned out. So anyway, but it was a great time. I had a blast. Same concept, I seasoned a bunch of meat. I cooked dinner. Flex cooked breakfast, and it was just a lot of fun. It was guys and girls. It was great. It was a really good time. Colorful fire. So I was bugging him for like a year or two. When are we doing this? When are we doing this? When are we doing this? Well, what I didn't realize is that Flex's birthday was right around the corner when he planned this. He planned it for his birthday and said nothing. So he planned his I guess his annual birthday camping trip that I was aware of, but yet not aware of. And it was would you call it Central Florida? Is that where we
That is
were?
that is Central Florida. That's like Central Northern Florida, almost close to the north, but not
Okay, so
central.
so so we were just the tip of northern Florida. And what was it called? Salt Spring?
Ocala. Ocala. It's the Ocala.
Ocala?
The area is called Ocala, but it was called Salt Springs National Park.
Yes. And so, yes. So, yes, he planned it out, and a bunch of us went. It was myself, it was Darflex, and it was our mutual friend Nevi. We drove in my semi-reliable vehicle. And then Juancho and Squeezy Bits joined us afterwards. And a side note, Squeezy Bits actually did some filming while he was there, and he actually edited a really good was it 9 minute video. It was a good snapshot of what that trip was like. So we don't actually have a going on with the Geek Bros segment for this original recipe, but you should check it out. If you type in Squeezy Bits, is exactly how it's pronounced, Squeezy Bits, one word, and you look it up. Or if you go to Vibro Studios, sorry, youtube.com/Vibro Studios, under the Geek Bros playlist, I actually added it to there. It's really fun. I look like a maniac in the video, but still, it was a blast. It was some good clips. You should check it out. But if all in all, I enjoyed it. I did some meats. I did some cooking. I did a lot of like flash frying is what I call it, where we just put a bunch of oil in a pan and light the fire and hope things work out.
And then
Uh,
the vultures that ate our food.
well, I mean, the first night we got there, okay, one, we got back, we got in later than we expected, so it was already dark when we arrived, and it's dark as balls there. And so we we left Flex to set up the tents while we went out to go and get, I think, more supplies. By the time we got back, it rained a little bit. So did they tell you the story that the first
Oh,
night their tent was absolutely soaked?
but yeah, in fact, their tent was
Bro,
the
bro, their tent was soaked. So we finished off. We I cooked some food. We had a good time, and when it was time for bed, all I heard DV scream was, "Fuck! It's wet here. It's wet everywhere." He's like, so there's a pool here. He's like, he goes, my fucking was this pillow is wet. And mind you, when it gets late and dark out there, it's super quiet. All you hear is this guy screaming. I was cracking up because my tent was drier than balls because mine was set up way afterwards. So that was our first night. But bro, can you imagine? Can you listen? Think. I mean, you guys don't know our from mutual friend Nevi, but Juan, listen. Just picture Nevi yelling at the top of his lungs
I can't.
about how wet it was in there. They were soaked, and I was dry. I was happy. That was the one only night that I actually had a door to my tent. That story is coming up soon. So day two, we get up, we go to the springs, the actual salt springs. Very nice spot. I actually get into the water then. It's cold yet warm. I have the hiccups. The water is crystal clear. Again, you need to watch this video with Squeezy. It's crystal clear. And we're walking around. The water is only like yay high. It just barely kissed my nipples sometimes. But anybody that knows or follows this, I don't know how to swim, so I was very very nervous. And because Darflex is who he is, I didn't trust him for shit. So many dark spots, I ran and screamed and walked away from because I didn't believe that it wasn't deep. There were like three fissures, like holes that you guys could dive deep into. Oops, hiccup
I
silk.
did. I will not. I will not dive into deep features. I don't know
He
what to.
did. He did. He put on his goggles and he did dive into one, but he was, Flex is he's a built guy, so it wasn't narrow enough to get into it. So, yeah, that was pretty good. Then, of course, you guys arrived the next. Oh, we had hookah that night. By the way, I brought my big behemoth, not the travel size, the big one. I took the big behemoth, 44-inch. That's what she said. Hookah there, and we actually did hookah that night, that Saturday night. So you guys arrived Sunday morning, right?
Yes.
Tell us about that because you guys arrived pretty early. Now Squeezy Bits actually did a bunch of their drives, so I know a little bit about this. But tell me about that drive, dog.
I'm used to it. When I go to Disney, I wake up early in the morning. When I used to live in Hollywood, I used to just wake up early and we head out to. Today was an easy ride. I don't mind driving. It was very simple. A lot of fun though.
I
Going
drove
up
the first
there,
one. I hated it.
we were having so much time talking about all the Trump flags that were in there. We're like, oh my
Oh
god,
my God, that's another thing. So as we get there, when we originally arrived, every time I drove all the way the first way by myself, straight up. So and every time he saw either a Confederate flag or a Trump 2020 flag, Flex is like Confederate flag, Trump 2020. Imagine up when the dog goes squirrel. It was exactly like that. Every time he saw one, he thought it tickled him. It really tickled him. But I must say though, the people there, I mean, up in North Florida is very rural. You couldn't tell that you're actually in Florida anymore. It reminds me of the Carolinas or Alabama. Like there's no, I mean, yeah, the beach is like 30, 40 minutes the other direction, maybe. But where we were, you had no idea that we were still in Florida. So, but people were very nice. You know,
so
the white
there we
folk were
with
very
the rural
accommodating to
flight,
colored folks.
and I told see this, we're gonna die. We're gonna die, and not for nothing. We pull into a gas station. I wanted to top off my tank before I got there, like maybe 20 minutes before.
Yeah, he wanted to
I'm
top it
like,
off.
there's literally police and an ambulance by the gas station. I'm like, God dang it, bro, we're gonna die. Somebody, one of the black guys there. Not gonna lie, there was actually a black guy laying on the floor inside the gasoline
No. No,
station.
that's crazy, dog.
I don't know what happened, but the poor guy was laying in the middle. Everybody's like registering, getting to the register. Literally, the guy was maybe like 4 feet away from me, and everybody's just like walking next to him like nothing while the paramedics are tending to it. I'm like, what
Oh
are you
no, you didn't tell us that. I didn't know nothing about that.
doing?
So
And
what
then
time? Huh?
we got there like right. That was around 7:30. Yeah, seven
When you
thirty. So we got to that place because we had 30 minutes left to get there. We got
right?
there like 8 o'clock. So yeah, that happened going on. It was a fun trip. I had a fun getting there. Then as soon as I got there, these guys were like, "Oh man, we don't want to drink, bruh." Then you guys suck.
No,
I brought
okay. We drank.
my apple's whiskey for nothing, bro. Make me waste my apple
All right,
whiskey.
what you have to understand is that friggin' that Saturday night we drank from sun up to sundown, okay? And that same night before you arrived, that Saturday night, I had to take a wicked shit, okay? I don't know, my bowel moves were all this is too much information, but we're family, right? Whatever. So my bowel moves were all messed up. So finally, I had to go to the bathroom, but I was messed up. We may or may not have had more than alcohol allegedly, and all I remember is waking up. It's like 3 in the morning. I get out of my tent, and this is the night that Darflex broke the door to my tent. He's so aggressive. He has so much anger that when he was zipping up my tent, because he was putting something in my tent, because they wanted to sweep out their tent, I believe. So they were putting everything in my tent so he could sweep out his tent. So it was finally drying. And as he was zipping it up, it broke one of the zipper thingies, and whenever you zipped it out, it kind of came off his clasp. They had to jerry rig it with rope.
It didn't work.
I had like a drawbridge, like cloth door. So my God. So at night, it would fail. It would fail. And let me tell you right now, it would dip to like the low 30s at night. And imagine being in a tent with just just a door like this. That doorway became like a wind tunnel. So the wind would blow in there and would cyclone in there. I would be so freaking cold. But I finally eventually figured it out. All I have to do is put on 5 layers of clothes, get into my sleeping bag. My sleeping bag is long enough because I'm a short guy that I can go all the way in and make a cocoon. And that's how I was able to get through the rest of the 2 nights. But that's neither here nor there. So I wake up that night. This is before Juancho arrives. And by the way, the stars there are ridiculous. There's no ambient light. There's no light pollution.
Yeah.
Never seen the stars like that before. I didn't even know that the sky could
Have
look
you ever
like.
have you ever been to there's the 7 Mile Bridge is actually an island there, right before you the middle of the old 7 Mile Bridge. I used to go camping there in high school with South Broward, and they will turn off the lights to the little island.
Right?
You'll be every star there. On all the camping trips that I've been to in
Never,
Key West, beautiful.
never. I've never seen the stars like that before in my entire life, and I
There was
appreciated
shooting
it
stars.
more that Saturday night. So basically, I walked 3 steps, I threw up, I would look up at the stars. Walk five steps, throw up, look at the stars. It was the longest walk of my life from my tent to the actual bathroom, which is way up there where you could like shower and use the toilet and wash your dishes. And my God, what came out of my anus was a crime against humanity. But by the time I got back to my tent, and the wind tunnel made it there freezing cold. I'm telling you, though, listen, it was so cold in my tent at night that if I shifted just a little bit, where I just was freezes over.
Yeah.
Like, dude, like it was ridiculous. I can't believe I survived this thing, right? So, anyway, so you guys arrived. I'm sorry, we're jumping right back to Sunday. Were we making breakfast, or was breakfast already made when you arrived? I don't
We're
remember.
just about to start making breakfast.
Right. I couldn't believe I even woke up. To be real, how tired I was. But yeah, what did we do that day? We went back to the Salt Springs, right?
We need to Salt Springs with Vibe with Flex actually.
Yeah, we went back to the
That
Salt
that didn't want
Springs.
to join us.
It was you, Flex, and Nevi went in.
No, that's just us two.
Oh,
They-
you.
None
Okay.
none of you guys wanted to go in.
Because I would not listen, man. My freaking towel was still soaking wet. I want to make it very clear. My trunks were still soaking wet because for whatever reason it didn't dry on the clothesline,
Of
right?
course, cold. It's not
What I
gonna
made for
drop.
breakfast, was a bunch of eggs, pork chops, bacon, and I think it was one more thing,
And
right?
the sausage, Colombian
And the
sausage.
Colombian sauces, right? Those were made for breakfast. And I had the bright idea to make the pork chops after I made the things that were they're quicker to cook. So we all ate, but I said like seven pork chops still frying, back to back. So when we left for the Salt Springs, I had like seven, and the fire underneath the pot was finally getting there. These are really good seven cuts, and it was like three eggs left. We put it in the container, and we left. We covered it up. We did. We weighted it down, and we left. Went to the Salt Springs. I sat there and enjoyed the connection. That was the only connection I had there whenever Flex didn't share his hot spots. That's a running joke. I fucking hate Squeezy Base in that video. I'm like, oh my god, swap the hot spots leaving. Let's go. But yeah, so yeah, you guys, how did you like the Salt Springs? I loved it.
I
Whenever
love the
it was
Salt
like
Springs. It was the most refreshing thing. And then I got up close to the manatees.
you did go to the manatees. There's actually
The man,
floaties that's separated, and they decided to cross it and be daredevils. And I said, okay, you guys go ahead. I'm gonna sit right here. So you know what it was? When I heard manatees, I thought stingray. When I thought stingray, I thought of Steve Irwin. When I saw Steve Irwin, I thought of instant death. So I mixed them up. If I thought in my mind, I realized when you said manatee, you meant manatee. I probably would have gotten in there. I would have probably just gone in there in my underwear. But when I heard manatee, I thought stingray. So I was like, nah, I'm good. I already went to the Salt Springs. But when we got back, well, one, we lost Nevi for like half an hour or so.
yep.
Lost him. I mean, he was just, we were yelling his name out. Again, you guys got to check out this video. I look like a maniac. So we're going, Nevi. And then of course I'm going, I don't know. Look, guys, we were on some stuff, okay? So we were sucking on what was it? I know Saturday night it was that stupid tequila that knocked me out.
Oh, you guys don't suck anything on Sunday.
No,
Literally no
no.
alcohol. Nothing.
I had
You had a sip on my
sake.
whiskey. Oh, you guys finished the sake bottle?
Yeah, we finished the sake, but it was something else though. I know we were sucking on something else.
My apple whiskey that you guys barely drank.
Oh god, your apple whiskey is disgusting. Oh god,
My
nasty.
apple whiskey, my old kind apple whiskey. That thing was delicious.
Oh, I did have. Wasn't at the video? Yeah, I had some of that because Squeezy Bits caught me on camera, like about to drink it, and I kind of froze mid camera. So, and we thought I don't know, we don't know where the hell he went. We just yelling his name out, and then finally he just randomly reappears. I'm like, DB, oh my god, you didn't disappear. You guys should research missing 411 because this is a thing, and I was all about that. So we get back to the campsite, and our freaking food is gone. Bless those vultures' hearts. They left us the foil pans. They did. But they were gone. So I guess unbeknownst to us, they were watching us from the trees.
Yeah, they were.
They swooped down and ate it. All our eggs, all the pork chops, and we were kind of upset because that was, gonna be like lunch. So ate the heck out of them. They had a good meal though. They're welcome. What else? What else did we do, Juancho? I'm telling the entire story.
Well, then on Sunday, besides the thing, we went. Oh, actually, remember when we went to the part where the alligators at night?
Oh god! So after dinner, whose idea was this? Oh no, we were going to go see if the we went to go originally by the boat undocking area because they wanted to show me the sky from there, and that was apparently gorgeous there. Because I passed out early on Saturday. I was gone.
You were just drunk.
Gone. So we went back out there, but it was light pollution. They had the lights on there, so we couldn't see anything. So they decided to just venture further into where we were fishing, and it was dark as balls.
Yep.
Like, oh, I didn't mention it. Sorry. On night one, we had a bear encounter. I didn't see the bear. All I heard it. I gotta backtrack because this is the funniest part. Before we started doing it wasn't hookah. Before, when we first did the fire pit, I remember sitting there with the guys. We were just talking, and all I heard behind me was, I froze. I was, what the fuck is that? And JJ Darflex is like, don't move, don't turn around, don't move. We turned off all our lights, and I didn't see a thing. They saw it, and I was so pissed. They said, don't move, and all I heard was, and I was like, this is me. This is me. It felt so close, but yeah, eventually we walked back into the forest. So with that in my mind, back to Sunday night, we're back venturing the darkness, alligators and bears. Oh my! Like, what were we doing? What was the point?
The point was just to go and look at the sky and be like, let's venture on here. And
right, but when the sky failed, why do we keep going into darkness?
We were looking for the alligators.
Jesus Christ! We're pointing flashlights. We see glowing eyes in the distance. We hear things stepping on wood, like that cliche click. And did Nevi mess with us, or did he really see something? Because Nevi fucked my head.
Awesome.
And dude literally sprinted the opposite direction. We all ran.
Oh, he saw something. I've never seen him run like that.
That was terror. I thought he was messing with us, but we kept on running. And I said, I want to go home. because my dumbass did not bring my long knife. I don't know why. I didn't bring it when we went, because I thought we were just gonna go see the stars. You know, just a bunch of grown, sexy men sitting next to each other looking up the stars. I mean, there's nothing gay about that. But nope, we wanted to go venture out and be men into the wilderness. And then we hear branches snapping next to us. I'm just like, yeah, we're gonna die tonight. So it was really funny. I wish Nevi got some of that footage, but he said he knew we were gonna end up running, so he didn't turn on his camera for that. So wow.
And then the next day I just took off early.
Well, we did hookah. Well, you didn't do any hookah. We did hookah. The guys didn't like this one version. It was pure Fantasia ice. Ice was too strong for them, so I ended up doing it by myself. But yeah, you took off. But see, when Juancho took off, he took off aggressive. I mean, oh God, that night. All right, I have to do it. I'm sorry, I have to do it. So we're all in our tents, right? And I'm cracking up, and this is before I start snoring like a wildebeest. The guys they're all sharing a tent. So I have my own tent, and nobody shared it with me, which is fine. I don't want nobody to share with me anyway. So it was 4 of you guys in one tent, but it's a giant tent, right? And I guess Squeezy Bits was drunk or something. I don't know. He's just very talkative, and he kept on talking to me. Vibe, what's up? You know, how you doing over there? And this is no joke, verbatim. I quote Juancho. he's like, hey, he goes, hey, you want to go sleep with Vibe? The guy goes, no. He goes, shut the fuck up. No, I didn't do it justice. He goes, shut the fuck up. Yo, when I heard that, I busted out laughing. It was so aggressive. It was so raw. I mean, Jesus Christ. When a Juancho isn't feeling it or he's not up with the nonsense, that was it. All I heard was shut the fuck up. And I make it very, very clear. It is very quiet at night. That shut the fuck up echoed throughout the entire woods. I mean, even the crickets stopped making noise at that moment. Bro, I will never forget that. I wish I taped that because that was so aggressive. It's
such a miserable night. Such a miserable night between your snoring. Bro, I slept beside the tent on the bottom part of the tent. There's an doorway. So all the cold air kept going through my freaking tent. And then I'm right there. My pillow's cold as hell. I'm warm though. I have a beanie. I have my jacket. I have my gloves on. I have two pairs of socks. I
Mind
had
you,
no
to sleep. This is to sleep, by the way.
I had no underwear on because I had think I had got it wet at the spring. I
Yeah.
forgot to bring an extra pair. So I'm literally in my sweatpants, and then all night
Oh, the
Flex
shrinkage.
kept just kicking me,
What?
kicking me. Flex kept kicking me. So I'm dying of cold. I'm dying of my own farts. It's cold as hell.
Oh
I was
God.
miserable. So 5 o'clock in the morning, I woke up. I'm like, oh, you know what? Let me just look at the stars. And I went over there to the place where we were before, not so far. It was really nice. And then I came back. I was finished packing my shit, and I just left. I was so mad because I was
I mean,
so.
when I say what I mean, he woke me up, but I couldn't move. I was like an icicle. I was a vibesicle, and I let her just stomping around. And I swear to God, I felt like he stomped around my entire tent. All I heard was doosh, doosh, doosh. I was like, what the fuck is happening? I noticed Juan leaving. Why is he leaving so aggressive? He didn't say nothing. All I remember is waking up and his car was officially waking up and his car was gone. And I said, I know he left because he basically kicked my tent as he left. But you drove by yourself. How was that drive? I mean, that sounds miserable.
I,
4.5
no,
hours.
no, getting out of there that hour to get out of Ocala to
Uh-huh.
actually a gas station. Oh, it was so annoying. Especially right the gas station next door was like everything was closed. I was like, I'm gonna get my orange juice, something like munch on.
Right.
No, bro, that drive was just annoying as hell. Like it
Yeah,
was
yeah. The back roads to get back to the highway was weird.
that was annoying.
That's yeah. That's annoying.
That really was like
But once you got on the highway, you were smooth sailing.
oh
So
yeah, like I didn't even hit rush hour. I thought I was gonna hit rush hour because it's
oh,
Monday
that's true.
morning.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
But the good thing was Martin Luther King Day, so I didn't have
Exactly.
too much to worry about. But yeah, then yeah, I enjoyed the hell out of my the trip. It was really nice. It was good. It was good. It was much needed before my kiddo arrives in July. So
Oh my God, yeah.
good. I was
No,
happy.
all in
Also,
all, it was a great trip. I mean, I had a blast. I can't wait to do it again. It was a long fucking drive, but it was well worth it. It was well worth it, and I was very glad to join Darflex on his annual birthday camping. It was just guys, meat, the wilderness, and lots of cold. And I recommend that for anybody. You know, maybe not as long as we did it, and
I'm
maybe
being
not as unprepared as we were, but still, I recommend it. It was a good time, all in all.
yes. Why do I hear your Mac? Do you need me to start a donation for your Mac?
No, that's not my Mac. That's my G drive. I don't know why it's making noise though.
Like dying. It's dying.
I don't know. I have no idea. Something is loading. Let me
Damn. The heck. Like
No, it's my G drive, but I don't know. But nothing's pulling from it. This thing is
that.
recording to my computer.
So that was the camping trip. It was really worth it. And then that's it. Then no, nothing crazy besides that. I mean, it was good. I was mostly like, oh, let's talk about this. Why couldn't you just enjoy nature? Why do you have to be glued on your phone 24/7? Who's
I
more
wasn't.
important on your
I
phone?
wasn't. I wasn't glued to my phone. I was.
Cry,
I was
cry every
posting.
single time. Flex left with his phone. On top of that, I switched over to his service, which is Verizon network, which is the Xfinity Mobile.
Right.
So now the poor guy probably has so much lowest internet because you kept hugging it all throughout the whole trip. You were crying.
He offered. I didn't say anything because he offered because he knew I didn't want to leave because the only time I got signal was by the salt springs. Now remember, I'm still a father. B, I'm still a rather handsome single man. So I have ladies to catch up with. And C, I like posting stuff. It's just my thing, media and all that. So what you saw me doing, and what everybody knows how that camping trip was if you were following in my social medias because I posted as much as I can when I could, and the signals weren't that great. So I spent most of the time re-uploading, so the things would get up there.
I had a
So
whole ass pregnant wife back home who wasn't
and,
feeling well.
and hold on now. And you were talking. You video chatted with her a couple of times. You
But
were
here's the problem. Here's the thing. I didn't hug his internet. Thank God for Sprint slash T-Mobile now. I had
allegedly
service, unlike AT&T, who had no service.
again. Flex offered. I didn't know. I didn't beg him. I just said I was gonna
Sign,
occasionally go over to the Salt Springs to get
sign,
some of that 5G connection.
the sign
Huh?
that you need to switch to other carrier besides 18.
No. The reality is that that's where the primitive camping came from. Is that you had no signal up there, and if Flex didn't y-
There was not even any park rangers around. Like, what if you get attacked by a bear? Who do you have to call?
by going to
Well,
what, Salt Springs?
yeah,
There's nothing over there but a salt. Nobody's gonna no freaking bears. Plus, I have my big knife, my big manly knife. So, but yeah, all in all, it was a great trip, right?
yes, I enjoyed the hell out of it. I
I
can't
would
wait
say
for
so. So definitely, guys, if you liked anything you heard, again, check out Squeezy Bits on YouTube. It's exactly what it says, Squeezy Bits, one word. Or go to the Vibe Studio, sorry, youtube.com/Vibe Studios, and go to our Geek Bros playlist, and you will see the 9-minute slice of life that we had there. Very funny video. And don't mind me. Um, Squeezy Bits edited me out of context, so I look like a nut job. So,
yeah.
all right, let's move on to the next topic.
All right, we're gonna talk about Godzilla versus
The
Kong.
Godzilla versus Kong official trailer
Yeah.
reaction review, something like that. So I saw
Um.
it.
Yes,
I
it's
saw
there.
it. I saw it.
There.
It
It's
was a
there.
great trailer for Pacific Rim 3, in my opinion. It looked
It's
great for Pacific Rim 3. Fantastic. I'll work with
the
that.
third time. If I'm not mistaken, I was reading this morning that they've changed the height of Kong. They made him a little bit more taller than what he usually is.
Or maybe he
Uh,
grew between his movie.
no, no. They've changed them completely throughout the all the movies. I think the last movie was 104 feet. If I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken, they
but
made
but
it bigger.
isn't Godzilla like a kaiju? He's like really tall. So for it to make
Yeah, but
sense,
they made him a little bit because basically they're par and par, which makes no sense because usually that kaiju guy is actually bigger than
well, not even
Kong.
just that though, but in the trailer, you see Kong is being transported by boat. So if he's really as big as a skyscraper, how did that fit on a boat?
But it's not a boat, bro. It's a USS carrier.
Even
Those are
so,
huge.
do you think you could fit
The
the
poor guy's legs. The poor guy's legs were literally hanging off the carrier,
I
bro.
don't think if he was a size anything comparable to Godzilla, there's no way they could transfer him on an aircraft carrier. There's no way
Maybe
the aircraft carrier would have sunk. Let's be
maybe
reasonable.
maybe they had the Marvel Avengers plane at that time. You never know.
The helicarrier.
Yeah, the helicarrier.
I thought this movie was going to be independent of both the Kong movie and the Godzilla movies. That's what I thought. Those would be like AVP, like how Aliens
Yeah.
vs Predator has nothing to do with either movie. But then I saw Millie Bobby Brown. I was like, oh, okay, so this is in the same universe. Cool. But my thing is though is that they made Godzilla. I never saw any of the Godzillas. I didn't see the first one. I didn't see the second one. But they made Godzilla in the second one seem like he's like we're his pets. Like he's the savior of the earth. And now all of a sudden he's the antagonist. All of us, all.
Did say in the movie again, there's something bothering him again. That's why he is arose again. So I don't know. Maybe we got Mecha Godzilla coming up,
But that's why he's kicking the shit out of us now after he just saved us from all his other kaiju brothers and sisters.
and his lover.
I don't know. I probably, you know what? It's not true.
It's gonna be on HBO Max. I'm gonna watch it, and I'm gonna just deal with it. That's it. I'm gonna
I'm
be
not. I'll watch it if whenever I
when
steal.
whenever you go to the movie theater, just like you were gonna watch Wonder Woman, but you ended
Oh,
up watching it.
I fully intend on watching Wonder Woman. It's still in theaters. I'm sure it is, and I will watch it.
When are you gonna watch it?
I don't know, man. I just
You have HBO Max. I already told you. All you have to do is when you log in, just tell me, and I'll give you the code, and that's it. And I'll log you in.
okay. Well, I'll do that. When is Kong versus Godzilla come out?
I think
I'm sorry. Kong v Godzilla.
because I don't know. Let's look it up.
Look it up. Look it up.
All these freaking tabs I have open.
I cleared all my tabs just to try and stop my thing from making noise, but it's not working.
It's not gonna work. You just need a new computer.
No, I don't. It's not my computer.
March 26, 2021.
March? Oh, that's right around the corner.
I'm around the corner. But yeah, so I enjoyed the trailer. It was like whatever. I guess
I liked the trailer only because it made me want to watch Pacific Rim again. I just being real. I keep saying this over and over again, but That's what it did. I looked at it and said, man, I want to watch Pacific Rim 1 and I want to watch the trailer for Pacific Rim 2. That's all. I don't want to watch Pacific Rim 2, just the trailer, because that trailer was hot. War ready. War ready. Oh,
Because I
oh.
used the soundtrack of it.
So no, I liked just the trailer. So it made me want to watch Pacific Rim 1 and the trailer for Pacific Rim 2. And I really do want to do that. So, but I mean, did you watch the first two movies and or Kong? Or you
Yes, I did.
watched none of them?
I did
Okay.
watch movies of it. I actually enjoyed them a lot.
Did you?
Yes, when he fought all the monsters, I think it's Monster or something it's on HBO Max. Yes, I've seen it. Yes, yes, yes. It
Okay.
was
What about Kong? So Kong?
Skull Island. Is that the one?
Or that?
No, I thought we were talking about Godzilla. No, I didn't see Kong.
No, both. I was asking you about both.
No, I didn't see that one. We did go to the ride though. Remember when we went to the ride at Universal Studios?
Oh,
It's just open.
that was a good ride though. That was a
That was,
very good ride. I
that's
love
right.
that ride a lot. I mean, it was like you're in a friggin' something
Yeah.
and it's like LED screens to the left and to the right and to the left to the right. I
It was
was
the
like,
first time,
what?
it was the first time that they had opened it.
Was it? It was
Yes, we
good. It was one of the, it was, if not the best one ride I went on when I was there, it was definitely one of them. I loved it.
all right, yeah. So I guess so. Have you been playing Civilization?
Yes, yes. Okay, if we're gonna
The
talk
new update?
Civ, was it
Did you
Civ
get the
Civ
did you get
6,
the new
right?
update? Yes, you get the new update for Vietnam.
No.
There's a new update.
For
Lady
Vietnam? For
um
Nevy's hometown?
Batu Lady Chu fought
Luxury?
against the occupation of the northern Vietnam by the Wu Kingdom in the early 200s AD, wearing a golden armor, wielding a sheer and sword. So the leader unique abilities is drive out aggressors. Probably gets me because I'm a very violent
Yes,
civilization
yes, you
player.
are.
Ability to drive out aggressors provides additional combat strength for units fighting in rainforest, marsh, or woods. This bonus is further increased for tiles owned by Vietnam. Beginning a turn in rainforest, marsh, woods also provide additional movement, which is further increased in tiles owned by Vietnam. Unique unit is the Void Chan. The Void Chan are medieval era range units, and the unique district is the Thon, which offers additional culture for each adjacent district. Once flight is researched, the district generates tourism equal to its culture output. It does not require population and is cheaper to build in the encampment district it replaces. So yeah, so that's that. And there's actually a new pack. It's part of the front. I think it's not mistaken, part of the Frontier Pass. So yeah, check that out. I mean, hopefully you guys get. I know I got you the Gathering Storm, and you hate it with a passion.
All right, look, it's like somebody dumped a whole bunch of Sim City weather effects all over all over my civilizations. And they messed with the AI of civilizations where it's so unfair. Okay, it's so unfair. No, why am I saying this? I can't. No, 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 the weather things, they're kind of cool, but they happen too frequently, and I'm tired of repairing my stuff. That's one.
I don't build anymore on the around the rivers. I hate it because they constantly flood.
Well, it's not just that though. You around there's the river flooding. There is the dust plains. What's it called? Drought.
Mhm.
There's a fucking hurricane, bro. Passed through and it hit land and ruined three cities. Okay. Then you've got thunderstorms and
You
you've
not track that because there's literally an icon on the right side of the game where you can actually track the weather to see what's happening.
yeah, I know. And it drives me nuts. So and furthermore, and then the AI. So here's a good example. The first game I played, right? Not with Juancho Pancho. I am on an island. No, I'm on a continent, and I'm with another player, another AI, and the AI attacks me. Nobody gives a shit. Turns, but turns later, I attack them back, and there's a special summit of the UN or the Congress saying that it is a tragedy what I'm doing, but because I took one city, The entire world wages war on me to
To get
get back
back.
that one city. Now,
Is it
usually when that happens, nothing happens in the other game. So I'm not worried. All of a sudden, I see scores upon scores of units landing across my country, wrecking. They're not taking up my cities. They're just pillaging and pillaging. And as they're walking, as they're making their way up to the city that needs to be saved. Needless to say, I retired that game. I said, "Fuck this."
Do
I
they
said,
have any army? Do they have any army anywhere to be able to back
yes,
that up?
yes, but I was fighting. I was in the territory of the other guy, so
Oh yeah, no way to escape. Yeah.
so I was like, I could go back, but as I'm going back, I'll just get blasted by all his city units, so there's no point on that. I did like spend all my gold, um, drawing the line in the sand, basically. So they're all. if this is if this is my map, right, and this is where I am, they're landing all over here. I drew a line in the sand. Basically. I made these cities here, build units, and I defended here. It's just too much. It was too much, and it just kept on coming and coming. And as they pillaged it, it made things harder and harder. So now I know why Juancho gave me this patch, because he knew I would hate it, and he knew he would ruin my game. Oh my god! But it's it's a different challenge. I won't lie. It's a different challenge. And out of the 926 hours I've played Civilization 6, this is the most challenging the game has ever been for me. So
Well, the
it,
one
it's
I
a
want you
new
to look
learning curve.
The one I
Huh?
want you to look into that it'll be coming out soon. It'll be coming out on April 22nd. It's called Humankind. It plays similar to the same game I think I mentioned to you before,
Uh,
but this time around, you grow with the culture. So that you go, you play the same way, but your civilization, you start. Everybody starts as nomads. Everybody. But the choices that you make, what kind of culture you want to go on each, based on each turn, determines how far you like, what kind of civilization you're going to be, what kind of human you're going to be. So you start with nomads, and then you go into either Romance race or like different type of
right,
civilization. And each era, you have to pick one. You can't just like, oh, I'm not gonna pick one. You have to pick one so you can level up to the next one,
right.
and you just basically want to take over the world. That's pretty
And this
pretty much.
game is not this is a totally different game, right?
This is a total different game by a total different person. It's won the best strategy award game for 2020, and the finalist for the best PC game for 2020 for
Really?
Gamescom. And it's made by Apple Studios, and the publisher is Sega.
Sega.
Uh, so Humankind, I got to play a little bit of the game. I've seen a lot of streamers play it. It plays similar. There's different choices that you make to like level up. So yeah, it's really something to look forward to for
I gotta
those
check
type of.
this out. I'm curious because other than that, I'm playing the Battlestar Galactica Deadlock for the story and
Still,
stuff,
you still
and
haven't. What about Stellaris? Have you taken time to learn?
no, no, no. I'm gonna play it. I gotta do. I bought it. I'm gonna play it. I just can't. I can't. It's like
Too
like
overwhelming?
what?
Too complex?
It is. It is, and
Watch
it just doesn't
watch
look.
you watch YouTube videos on it, like how to play. I'll send you a few. The guy actually tells you like not really how to play, but he tells you how to start it, and then you get an idea how to start the game. That because you can go anywhere, you can automatically start and just play however you
But I
want. But
want to. I want to play the Star Wars mod. That's what I want to do. It looks like it'd be
but
fun. But my
you have to learn.
God.
Have to learn how to play that because there's a lot of. There's just not only conquering planets. There's discovering stars, sending planets, convoys to take over the planet, and then you have to deal with the politics of the game. Of
Oh,
oh, do somebody's invading me? Oh, somebody wants to trade, taking over systems. If some, then you have to block the way because then you can't get through their system because they're blocking you. It yeah, it can be very rough. Yeah,
ah, I mean, how these games sound like they play longer than Civilizations, way longer than Civilizations.
yeah, they do. These games. I mean, to one point, if you can set up the game for Stellaris, it can only be like up to like a degree. It's not going to take you forever because there is a limit at the end of the game. It's just getting there
Oh.
probably will take you forever because it's not turn based. Stellaris is actually no, it's turn based. I don't remember. No, it's active. There's constantly activity. There's no turn based. Not turn based.
Right.
Every action that you play will makes up for it. But yeah, it's just that's pretty much all I've been up to. Just playing, chilling, going
I like
camping.
it. I
Back
like it.
trying to. So I bought my finally got my kid soccer jerseys that I order from Etsy. I didn't know they made soccer jerseys, so I got them today. I'm excited.
Aw.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we got 8 more minutes. You want to tell the audience what else you're doing to prepare for daddy life now that your life is over times two?
No, I'm just chilling, bro. I'm not really doing much. A lot of the stuff is just hanging
Did
out.
you read What to Expect as a New Father
No,
or Father for
um,
Dummies?
no, no,
No, not
no,
at all.
no. I'm just right now supporting the wife, trying to make sure that she has a good pregnancy and just being supportive. But besides that, no, bro. I'm not going to be one of those like, oh my god, I want to be too perfect. Then you're gonna fail. It needs to be perfect. No, I'm not down for that. Oh my god, I gotta be a perfect father. There's no such thing as a perfect father.
I'm a perfect father. I'm sorry.
Shut up. It's just doing the best you can every day to make sure that your son has a
I
shot.
agree. I agree. It's a learning curve. It's trial and
I'm
error.
exactly
Your first one is always trial and error. You know, you
only, but that's the only one. So I
yeah.
got
So
there's no. Oh, let me get a shot of number two now. It's one for me and that's it. But I'm just taking it as it comes. I'm not going. I'm not stressing too much about it. Reading fatherhood books, any of that stuff. Based on the experience that I remember growing up, seeing other parents, seeing every that should be enough of my experience to know exactly what to expect. I just got to make sure that I'm just supportive to my wife and make sure that I'm there. But besides that, I'm not going to be. I don't want to
no,
distance
that
myself too much because there's no need for it.
I think that's a good attitude. And if anything, I definitely have DCF on speed dial, so it's all good. So don't worry. Oh man. All right. Well, is there anything else? I mean, we threw out the format. We did camping trip. We did Congress v Godzilla. A quick tip of Civilization 6 Gathering Storm update.
I
Not
got a new iPhone 12
yeah.
Pro.
Oh God, why
Oh,
would you do
guess
that to
what?
yourself, bro?
What do you mean? I didn't like the Android. I played for a little bit, and I'm like, yeah, I like back. I'm going back to the end to my phone. But I did get a 50 milliliter, 50 milliliter, 50 lens
Millimeter.
millimeter. I got
Yeah.
a 50 milliliter lens, so I'm excited about it. I took some nice pictures yesterday. Oh, I have a new Instagram, Juancho underscore designs underscore.
Now,
I
what exactly is Juancho underscore designs? I don't get it. All I know
all
is
the
you have a weird
designs.
picture.
I'm just taking pictures, doing a lot of stuff, projects that I've always wanted to do. Getting back to my creative self that I used to be before.
You gonna have time to
Memorial.
do this after, when you become a dad? I mean, I think this is kind of a weird time to create a side brand.
But why wouldn't you be able to have self time for yourself? If you don't take care of yourself, who's going to be taking care of your child if you don't take care of yourself?
I didn't say not taking care of yourself. I'm all about that.
That's my way of taking care of myself. I didn't need to distract
Oh,
myself. I can't. I don't. Even though I have time to play video games, I listen, bro. I'm a person who went took a full time school, full time job, 7 classes, and still graduated. Shut the hell up about
well,
making.
I mean,
And
graduating
at
is
the
so
same time,
subjective.
and
Paying off the dean to graduate is not the same thing.
and
Those are the same.
and and doing a podcast once a week. Shut up.
Oh
And dating my wife.
shit, something's got to go. All right, okay, fine. You got this. We
Hold
got
on.
you. You got this. Juancho got this, ladies and gentlemen.
So yes, I'm actually
We're gonna do a GoFundMe
photos,
page for his therapy.
the editing photos. I did the logo, so it's fun. It's a fun little thing to do. I wanted to always learn about photography. That's why I got to use the camera that I bought for something.
Yeah, he's
So
got to use his D for something. So,
and Squishy Beans gave me some good pointers on some lenses. I mean, he's very smart with his camera.
wow,
So
have you seen Squeezy Bitch's freaking photos? I mean, and it's really good.
and those are all the 50 mm. So that I got
Yeah,
the 120, 100, 100 bucks, 100 bucks. I got
yeah.
a boom mic since Vibe doesn't have any that he can sell me. So I want to
I
have
know
me.
Blue Mike.
I have bought me.
I think you asked the wrong thing. You mean a shotgun mic? I don't think you needed a boom mic. A boom mic is the one that they hold like
Oh, shotgun
this.
mic. Yeah, shotgun mic. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
that's what you're looking.
I got one for 40 bucks of Amazon. He told
Oh,
me the
that's
one
gonna
to get.
sound terrible.
No, he told me to get this one. He said I don't recommend getting anything expensive because you can do a lot of audio editing afterwards. So just
Yeah, that's what you think you want to do. Audio editing is a bitch. Okay, I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, whatever you want, you can fix it in
no,
post.
but actually
No bench.
I got actually I've been buying a lot of stuff from BH Photos, BH Photos.
Yeah, B and H. Yeah, B and H. They're really
I
expensive though sometimes.
I got the lens there and the boom for 150.
Oh,
So
you got yourself a boom. That's so
not a
smart.
boom, a shotgun mic. It's
You got the
cool.
boom.
It's
Where'd you
small.
get the boom from?
So no,
What's
I
it?
think it's. I'm sorry, it's not a boom. I keep
Oh,
confused. Shotgun mount. But yeah, you gotta get it ready for when I go to conventions. Hopefully soon.
yeah, probably next year. Who knows?
Hopefully.
All right, well, I guess that's it. That's it for the original recipe of keeping with the Geek Bros with your dynamic duo, Vibe and Juancho, number two. We might keep this going. We might spin this off. It depends on what you guys think. You guys like the original recipe format or the original recipe hosts, and then we'll consider doing this as a side thing. It will not replace the main podcast, but it'll be a side thing,
We'll,
monthly or
we'll
so, or whenever we feel like
have it
it.
script next time because it's
Huh?
unscripted. We'll have it more scripted. Oh, look, I did actually start something though. It's before we
No,
go.
but for an unscripted episode, we were on track. We talked about 3 or 4 things, and we didn't go all over the place. We might have spent too long on the camping trip, but I love the camping trip. So I got Jerry curls behind me. It's really weird. Um,
I did start something before we go. You
but
see this little blue book? I'm filling it up with every single day of everything that is happening during my child's growing up. So when he turns 18, he has a whole bunch of books to read of what my view was of during his time growing up.
you do know when he grows up, books are not going to exist anymore, right?
So, but these are something special because I'm actually writing them. I'm drawing them. So every single day, I have my nice fancy pens. I have some stencils. I even bought German markers, which
I
are
hope
very
I hope I'm around when he's old enough to say, "Dad, I'm not reading any of this." Dad, this is great. I'm not reading any of this. I'm sorry. I can't. I can't. Nobody reads anymore, Dad. Okay. Can you get it? Can you give me like a video? Is there a video of this? That's just gonna say. All right. Well, that's it. I'm Vibe.
This Juancho.
And wait, do we have a sign off for this one? Wait, just say geeking out sounds good, or
I guess, yeah. Geeking out still sounds good.
yeah, geeking out still sounds good.
Version 2.0.
I know exactly. Just keep listening to us, okay? And oh yeah, social medias, Viber Studios, Yahoo, Facebook, YouTube,
Yep.
whatever.
You can find me at Juancho_designs_. Yeah.
Too many underscores. All right.
Bug.
We appreciate y'all.
Keeping up with the Geek Bros.